Good evening, everyone. So, we will start the session. So, thank you for joining me today on this exciting session on Is Your Saffron Real? HPTLC for Detecting Adulteration in Herbal Spices. So, my name is Vedika Patil. I am application chemist at Ancrum Enterprises. So, in today's session, we will be seeing that the saffron, the marketed saffron which we are using in our day-to-day life, is authentic or not by using HPTLC system. So, we will start the session. So the saffron, that is kesar or Crocus sativus, is known as the red gold because of its bright red color, and it is one of the most expensive spice in the world. It is mainly grown in places like Iran, Kashmir, and Spain, and it is used worldwide in food, medicine, beauty products, and in many traditional rituals as well. So this saffron has three major components, that is crocin, which provides a deep red color to the saffron, picrocrocin, which is responsible for the taste, that is bitterness, and the third one is the saffronal, which is responsible for the aroma and the fragrance. So these three naturally occurring bioactives determine the overall quality of the saffron. So now we'll see why saffron is often adulterated. So because of its high cost and its demand, it is highly prone to adulteration. So the adulteration of saffron is based in comes in two different types, that is plant-based adulterants and synthetic adulterants. So to mimic the saffron thread and to look like a real saffron, to give its fake color like saffron, it is generally adulterated, and most people cannot visually identify it. So we will see what are the common types of adulterants of the saffron. So here are few listed. So in plant-based adulterants, there is safflower petal. So safflower petal is one of the most commonly used adulterant of the saffron. So it is oftenly sold as American Kesar in market. So this is widely used as a adulterant. The other plant-based adulterants are corn silk, coconut husk, and marigold petals. So there are many more other adulterants also present, but here are few. The next is the synthetic colors. So in synthetic colors also there are two types, that is permitted colors and non-permitted dyes. So in permitted one there is sunset yellow, tartrazine, carmoisine, and poncifora. Sometimes non-permitted dyes like sudan dyes, which are harmful for health, are used for the adulteration of the saffron. So FSSA has provided some uh, methods for detecting the adulteration in saffron. So the method which they have provided, it is generally on basis of the morphology. So like visual check, water test, microscopic flow test. So these are few tests to detect the adulteration in saffron. But these method have few limitations. So it is not suitable for the powdered saffron. We cannot detect the dyes or the chemical treatment given to that adulterant, and there is no way to quantify the adulterants, and we have to rely on the human judgment. We need expert to check the morphology of the saffron, and these adulterants sometimes are visually very similar to the real saffron. So now with the help of HPTLC, how we will detect the adulterant, we'll see. First, we'll see what is exactly the HPTLC is. So HPTLC, it stands for the high performance thin layer chromatography. So it is nothing but a modern and advanced version of traditional TLC. So the TLC which we used earlier. So the principle of both is same. It is an adsorption chromatography, but HPTLC is more advanced. It is fully automatic. It provides you the accurate and repeatable results, and it is also compliant with the global standards. So what is the basic principle of the HPTLC? The compounds are separated on the basis of their movement over stationary phase with the help of mobile phase, so that when with the help of mobile phase, it will create a unique fingerprint. The compounds are separated from the component. It is a only chromatographic technique that will provide you image based results, so you can see the fingerprint visually with your eyes, and it is ideally used for the herbal, food, pharma, and cosmetic industries. So now why HPTLC is important for the saffron quality testing. So with the help of HPTLC, you can do various type of test for adulteration. So first is you can detect the adulterant. So various adulterant you can detect on the basis of the fingerprint analysis. The basic fingerprint analysis you can do. Then you can identify any specific biomarker of the saffron present in the saffron, and if the biomarker is identified, you can go for the quantitative analysis. So it is a very simple, fast and cost effective technique, so you will get the results very quickly, and the results are proper, reliable. So now we'll see what is HPTLC system. So HPTLC is not a single system. It is a modular system. So there are different set of modules for each and every kind of work. So for application, we have an applicator, then development for we have a developer, then the image documentation, detection, and all these soft instruments is controlled by one software, which is called as Vision Cat software. So now we will move forward with the actual analysis of the saffron. So this is the sample preparation flow chart. So first we have to weigh the sample, add the diluent, sonicate the sample for 15 to 20 minutes, then centrifuge it at 3000 rpm for 5 minutes and collect the supernatant. So this is a basic flow chart of the sample preparation. So we'll see what is the diluent for the sample preparation. So it is 70% aqueous ethanol. So we have to prepare the 70% aqueous ethanol solution. So if we are using any synthetic color for adulterants, over here we have used synthetic colors like tartrazine, sunset yellow, carmoisine, and poinsettia. So the concentration of this synthetic color is 0.1 mg per ml in the diluent 70% aqueous ethanol. For samples, so we have weighed the concentration of saffron sample is 10 mg per ml, the same diluent, and for adulterant, the concentration is 20 mg per ml. So now we'll see how we have to prepare the sample with the help of this video. So first we have to weigh the sample. So we are weighing approx 30 mg of the saffron strands. Then we have to transfer this weighed saffron strand in a Tarson tube. Then we have to add the diluent. So we have weighed 30 mg of the saffron strand. So we will add 3 ml of the diluent, that is 70% aqueous ethanol in it. So once we have added the diluent, we have to vortex it properly for at least 2 to 3 minutes. After vortexing it, we will have to sonicate the sample for at least 15 minutes. After sonication is done, we will, so this is how the sonication will done. We have to do, we have to sonicate the sample for 15 minutes, and after sonication, we will centrifuge the samples at 3000 rpm for 5 minutes, and then we will collect the supernatant. So this is about the sample preparation. So for this analysis, we have also created a fake saffron. So we have used safflower petals. So we have dyed the safflower petal with carmoisine and sunset yellow, and we have dried it completely. And then we have used this fake saffron for the blending purpose. So for percent adulteration, we have created different blends. So like 5%, 10%, 25%, and 50%. So this is the amount which we have taken for the percent adulteration to check at till what percent we can detect the adulteration in the saffron. So yes, now we will see the chromatographic condition. So what is the stationary phase? So for this, we have used 20 by 10 centimeter TLC aluminum silica gel 60F to 54 plate. The mobile phase for this analysis is ethyl acetate methanol water in the ratio of 18:4:3. Then the developing distance, so we have to develop the plate up till 70 mm or 7 centimeter from the lower edge. Next is the derivatizing reagent. So for this analysis, we have used anisaldehyde sulfuric acid reagent. So now before starting with the actual analysis, first we will see the software, how to create a method file, and then go for the analysis. So this is the video of it. So first you have to create a method file. So go to the new method, name that method. So we will name it as a saffron. So after naming, click on OK. So a new interface will open. So we have to now select the instruments which we are required for the analysis. So first is the visualizer to take the clean plate image, followed by application, development, image documentation, and detection. Click on finish step definition. Now we have to select the parameters. So for we are using TLC silica gel 60F to 54 plate. So we will select that plate. Then we will select the plate manufacturer, that is Merck. The plate format is 20 by 10. So these are the fixed sample application pattern. The developing distance is 70 mm. Then the visualizer. So we will use standard mode in white light 254 and 366. Then followed by application. So for sample solvent type is ethanol. Then you can also increase the rinsing cycles. For development, the mobile phase is ethyl acetate methanol water. So we have to select that. After that, again, for photo documentation in standard mode, invisible light, 254 and 366. So we have to select all these parameters. Then comes the scanning parameters in scanning type, single lambda. The slit dimension should be 5 into 0.2 mm. The lamp is UV lamp for we have to select deuterium lamp for UV and visible light tungsten lamp, and the wavelength is 450 nanometer. So this is how we have to create a file. So once the parameters are selected, we have to execute this method. So after execution of the method, the analysis file will come. So so now this is an analysis file. So we have to fill the track assignment. So we have to fill in sample details. So this is the vial ID. So SA for sample, then the description of the sample, whatever the volume you are going to use. So this is the representation purpose. Then you have to add the position. So where you will keep the sample in the ATS4. So this is how you have to write the track assignment. So once everything is done, we will save the analysis. Sorry. So we will save the analysis and just we have to now continue the analysis. So this is how the we have to create a analysis file in the VisionCAD software. Now we will see the stationary phase. So for this analysis, we have used TLC silica gel 60F254 plate. So first we will see how to cut the plate and how to mark the solvent front and all things. So I will play the video. So we have taken a 20 by 20 centimeter company cut plate. So we have to first check for the shiny edges. So the both shiny edges should be at the sideways, and then we have to take a glass plate and we have to cut the plate in two equal halves, and then we have to use one plate for our analysis. So now we have to mark the solvent front. So the solvent front position is 70 mm or 7 centimeters. So with the help of pencil, on one side we have to mark the solvent front, and on the other side at the rough edge we have to name the plate, and then with the help of brush we have to remove the excess silica particles. So this was the stationary phase. Then we will go for the application. So for application, we are using ATS4, that is automatic TLC sampler 4. So it is a fully automatic applicator. So for there is a three-way lock system stage in which we have to keep the plate and a vial tray which has a capacity of 66 vials. So you will keep your samples and standard in that vial tray. So at the back side there are two bottles present. One is waste bottle and another is the rinsing solvent to rinse the syringe. So we will see how the application will happen. So this is a three-way lock system stage. Keep the plate over here. Lock this stage. So this is a six vial tray which has a capacity of 66 vials. So our sample is in A1 to A9. The same command we have to give in the software, and from the software we have to click continue. Once we have click continue, it will start applying automatically. So this is how the applicator will start applying the bands. So after that, remove the plate from the applicator and we will move forward with the next step. So the next step is, first we will prepare the mobile phase. So our mobile phase is ethyl acetate methanol water. So in the ratio of 18 is to 4 is to 3. So for this, we are using a 20 by 10 centimeter plate. So we will require 20 ml of mobile phase. So we will prepare the mobile phase in excess and then we will measure the mobile phase with the help of measuring cylinder. So only 20 ml mobile phase is required for our analysis. So first we have taken ethyl acetate 18 ml, methanol 4 ml, and then water 3 ml. Shake the mobile phase properly and then we will move for the next step. So for this analysis, chamber saturation is required. So we will saturate the chamber. For this, we required Whatman filter paper 1 in a size of 20 by 10 centimeter. So we'll see how to keep the chamber for saturation. So this is Whatman filter paper 1. On one side, we have to keep the filter paper and we have to pour the mobile phase through the saturation pad. And then we have to tilt the chamber at 45-degree angle and we have to keep the chamber stand still for 20 minutes. So the chamber will get saturated. Once the chamber is saturated, we will keep the plates after 20 minutes. So this is the twin trough chamber. It is a manual kind of development chamber which has two troughs in between, which divides the chamber in two equal halves. So it is a size of 20 by 10 centimeter, a medium size TTC chamber. So it requires 20 ml of the mobile phase. So for representation purpose, we have not used a saturation pad over here. So first pour the mobile phase till the chamber at 45-degree angle and keep it stand still for 20 minutes with the help of saturation pad as shown earlier. Then after 20 minutes, we have to keep the plate on the other side and then the plate will start developing. So up to the mark, we have to develop the plate. And then once the plate is developed up to the mark, we have to remove the plate and dry it. And then we can go for the further step. So this is how the development happens. So once the development is done, we will go for the photo documentation of that plate. So we have to dry the plate completely and then we have to go for documentation. So for photo documentation, we have TLC visualizer too. So it is a fully automatic image documentation system which take images in three different illuminations. So first we have to keep the plate. So first we have to adjust the L-shaped guard according to the plate size, that is 20 by 10 centimeter. Then we have to keep the plate, close the door and give command from the software. So we'll see how it is. Open the door. So there is a L-shaped guard. So this is A, B, and C. So when you adjust both the points of L-shaped guard at A point, it will be adjusted for 20 by 20 centimeter plate. In B points, it will be adjusted for 20 by 10 centimeter, and in C point, it will be adjusted for 10 by 10 centimeter. For our analysis, we are going for B point, that is 20 by 10 centimeter. We have to keep the plate and then give command from the software. So it will take images in three different illumination. So this is how the plate will look like in two different illuminations. So then remove the plate and move for the further analysis. So once the photo documentation is complete, now we have to detect whatever the bands are present in the on the plate. We have to detect that. For that we have TLC scanner 4. So it is a densitometric scanner. So it has a spectral range from 190 nanometer to 900 nanometer. It has three lamps: deuterium for UV, tungsten for visible light, and mercury for fluorescence. The function, the working of TLC scanner 4 is very simple. You just have to open the door, press the load button, so the stage will come out. Then we have to keep the plate, so the application side should be inside. We have to touch the plate to the nails. Then we have to secure the plate with the help of this magnetic strip. Again, press load, the stage will go inside, and then close the door. And whatever the parameters which we have selected in the software, it will start scanning in that wavelength. So this is the simple working of the TLC scanner 4. So this is the entire workflow of this analysis, from right from the application to the detection. So once this analysis is completed, we will see the results. So I will be explaining you the results of this analysis in four different approaches. So first is the fingerprint analysis. So what we have done is, we have developed a fingerprint of a pure saffron, that is a authentic saffron which we have collected from Kashmir, fields of Kashmir. So it is an authentic one, and then we have developed the fingerprint using this method. So after development, we have seen that five prominent bands in saffron samples, so at RF 0.11, 0.26, 0.37, 42, and 53. So these are the prominent bands of the saffron, pure saffron samples. So this fingerprint will act as a reference, and then we have to compare this fingerprint with the marketed sample which we have brought. So we'll see. So we have taken seven different marketed samples, and we have developed the fingerprint by using the same method. So after development, you can see the results. So sample 1, 2, and sample 5, can see the sample 1, 2, and 5. It is showing the similar fingerprint. You can see this band is present in these three samples clearly. So which is, you can say that whatever the marketed sample is there, they have used an authentic saffron sample. While the sample 3, 4, and 6, you can see these prominent bands in this sample, but the intensity of this band is very low. So in 3 it is okay, but in 4 and 6 it is very much lower, which indicates possible adulteration, or it is of a substandard quality. While you can see this saffron sample 7, the fingerprint of the saffron sample 7, it is not at all matching with the pure saffron or the sample which we are have used from the market, which indicates the 100% adulteration of the sample. So it is so this is how we can easily identify the adulteration in the saffron by means of the HPTLC fingerprint. So now the next approach, so detection of plant-based and synthetic adulterants. So now we have to detect the adulterants in from the saffron sample. For that we have used safflower petals, and in synthetic one we have used sunset yellow and carmoisine. So we have developed the fingerprint of the saffron as well as the adulterants. So first we will see the synthetic adulterant. For that, what we have done, we have dyed the safflower petals, the synthetic colors sunset yellow and carmoisine, and we have added with the saffron sample, and we have developed the fingerprint. So you can see sunset yellow is observed at RF 0.15, and it is also seen in the saffron sample which we have adulterated at RF 0.15. Next is carmoisine, which is observed at RF 0.20, and it is also seen in the sample at RF 2.20. So this is how synthetic adulterant can be easily identified. So this plate image is under visible light after development. So there is no need to derivatize also. Without any derivatization, you can easily identify the adulteration as well. So now we will see the plant-based adulteration. So for plant-based adulteration, we have taken safflower petals. We have developed the fingerprint of safflower along with the saffron samples. And you can see, we can clearly see a distinct band of safflower petals, the yellow color band at RF 0.33, which is also can be seen in the adulterated saffron sample. So this is how you can easily identify the plant-based adulteration also. So this image is under 366 nanometer after development. So this was the second approach. The third one is percent adulteration testing. So first, what is percent adulteration testing? So it is usually used to check whether how much percentage you can detect the adulteration. So we have taken different percentage of adulteration, that is 5%, 10%, 15%, and 25%. And we have checked at what till what percentage we can detect the adulteration. So first is the pure saffron fingerprint is there. Then comes the synthetic adulterant, that is carmoisine. Next is the safflower petals, and these are the percent adulteration. So 5%, 10, 25, and 50% adulteration. So you can see this yellow color band is there. So it is seen in all the adulterated samples. So we can easily identify 5% adulteration of safflower as well. So yellow color band is also seen in this. As the adulteration is increasing, so the prominent bands which are there, you can see these brown color bands are there. So as the adulteration is increasing, the intensity of this band is getting lowered. So this is how you can easily identify the adulteration in the saffron sample. So this band, prominent brown color band, so as the adulteration is increases in 50%, the intensity of that band is lower. So also you can see this light brown color band, so as the adulteration is increases, it is not present in the 50% sample. So this is how you can check the percent adulteration. So this was in first was in under 366 nanometer after development, and these two are the visible light image and 254 image. So in visible light also you can see this pink color band is of carmoisine, that is synthetic color, and you can see the intensity of this prominent band is also decreasing as the adulteration is increases. Similarly in 254 you can see this presence of carmoisine band, and the intensity of this prominent band is decreasing as the percent adulteration increases. Now the fourth and last approach is quantitative analysis. So quantitative analysis, so we have taken the marker, that is crocine, which is responsible for the deep red color to the saffron. So it is a major marker of the saffron. And then we have identified the crocine and saffron sample. So this is the crocine standard, which is observed at RF 0.11. And then we have quantified the crocine standard. So we have applied a linearity range of standard, that is at RF 0.11, which is also identified in the saffron sample. So we have taken 4 different saffron samples, and we have identified and quantified as well. So we'll see what is the amount of each percent of crocine in each saffron sample. So in saffron sample 3 has the most percentage of the crocine, that is 23.8%. Then the saffron sample 1, which has 22%. Saffron sample second, which is 18.4%. And then saffron sample 4, that is only 6.92%, which indicates the possible adulteration as well, because the amount of crocine is very low. So while referencing, we have also found that high quality of saffron contains around 8 to 35% of crocine. So who can benefit from this method? So this method can be used by saffron traders, exporters, grower, producers. There are many food testing laboratories are there. So to test the saffron in the market, whether it is authentic or it has been adulterated. So this method can be easily used for that. Then there are regulatory bodies like FSSAI, ISO labs, which can use to detect the adulteration. Saffron growers or any producers are there, they can also check how much percent crocin is there in their saffron samples, so that they can sell it to the industries as well. So even before adding it to the any formulations, like in many beauty products there are saffron is there. So before adding, we have to check the raw material, that whether the saffron which we are using, it is authentic or not. The percentage of the main markers like crocin, picrocrocin, and saffron, it is proper or not. So if it is proper, then we can go for the further. So you can further analysis, then we can use that saffron for our formulation. This is how you can test the saffron. Next, so we have also published a saffron application note, which has more detailed information. So you can have this. You can obtain a copy of this application note. So for that, you need to contact at lab@ancrom. So after emailing us, we can provide you the copy of this saffron application note. It is the same method. For references, we have used this kind of references. We have also used this BAPP issues bulletin on adulteration of saffron. So in this, they have mentioned many types of adulterants of saffron. So it was published by Ms. Aboli Girme, Amit Mirgal, Bhomik Tarji, and Lal Hingorani. So thank you so much. It was very helpful article. So you can contact us on www.ancrom.in. You can mail us at lab@ancrom.in. So this is our contact number. So we have our YouTube channel as well. So you can go to that YouTube channel. So there are many videos uploaded on various analysis. So you can have access of it. You can also connect us on LinkedIn and Facebook. So thank you so much. If you have any questions,